Animal Farm, George Orwell's masterpiece, is an allegorical tale about a revolution that begins with dreams of freedom, but gradually transforms into a new tyranny. The story begins on a farm in England called Manor Farm, owned by Mr. Jones, a negligent, drunken farmer who mistreats his animals. One memorable night, an elderly and wise pig named Old Major gathers all the animals in the big barn. He speaks of the cruelty of humans, how they exploit animals' labor without sharing the fruits of it, how animals live in hunger and die in misery. Old Major shares a vision of a society where animals are free, work for themselves, and enjoy the full product of their labor. He teaches them a revolutionary song, Beasts of England, which becomes their anthem. A few days later, Old Major dies, but his ideas ignite a spark among the animals. 3 pigs, Napoleon, Snowball, and Squealer, emerge as the intellectual leaders of the movement. They develop the 7 Commandments, a set of principles to guide their new society, the most important being, all animals are equal. The rebellion comes suddenly and succeeds. The animals drive out Mr. Jones and rename the property Animal Farm. At first, life in the new society is full of hope. The animals work with enthusiasm, learn to read and write, and hold weekly meetings where decisions are made democratically. But tensions soon arise between Napoleon and Snowball. Snowball is intelligent, passionate, and full of ambitious ideas, most notably, a plan to build a windmill that will generate electricity and reduce labor. Napoleon, cunning and power-hungry, opposes the plan. On the day of the vote, before it can be decided, Napoleon unleashes a pack of fierce dogs, raised secretly from puppyhood, to chase Snowball off the farm. Snowball disappears, never to return. From that moment, Napoleon becomes the undisputed leader. Squealer, the master of propaganda, rewrites history, convincing the animals that Snowball was a traitor who had secretly worked with the humans all along. The 7 Commandments begin to change subtly, but since most animals are barely literate, they don't notice. Ironically, the windmill project goes ahead, now claimed as Napoleon's own idea. After months of grueling labor, a storm destroys it. Squealer blames Snowball, deepening the animals' hatred of him. Hunger and hardship intensify. The animals work harder than ever, especially Boxer, the enormous, loyal cart horse who adopts 2 mottos: I will work harder and Napoleon is always right. His blind devotion makes him a symbol of the working class's unquestioning loyalty. When he is badly injured, the animals believe he is being sent to the vet, but in truth Napoleon sells him to the knacker for slaughter. The news devastates the animals, yet the regime manages to twist even this betrayal into a noble sacrifice. Years pass. The pigs gradually take on all the traits of humans. They walk on 2 legs, wear clothes, carry whips, and trade with neighboring farmers. The 7 Commandments vanish, replaced by a single corrupted rule. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. In the final scene, the animals peer through the farmhouse window and see the pigs drinking and gambling with human farmers. Laughter and shouts fill the room, but the faces of pigs and men have grown so alike that the animals can no longer tell them apart. Animal Farm is not just a direct satire of the Russian Revolution and Stalinism. It is a timeless warning about the corrupting nature of unchecked power. Orwell shows how even the purest ideals can be twisted, and how ignorance and blind trust can allow tyranny to replace one form of oppression with another.